I am Dr. Tanveer Ahmed, Associate Professor of Animal Nutrition at Arid Agriculture University. In this video, I will discuss dairy heifer nutrition and management from weaning to breeding. I will discuss the role of nutrition in the development of 3-month calf into a healthy, well-grown heifer. First of all, what are the goals of rearing dairy heifer? A heifer is a young weaned female cattle that have not yet had their first calf. A calf, after successful weaning and attaining 3-month age, is ready for heifer feeding and management plan. The goals of heifer rearing varied with breed but have in common: number one, weight for height. Weight for height mean the heifer should have a proper weight and height at breeding and prepartum time. So it is important to emphasize that heifers need to grow in height, not just weight, because height is correlated with their frame size and can impact risk for calving difficulties. Number two, maximize average daily body weight gain. And number three, months of age at first calving. Here, the objective is to achieve this calving age at an appropriate weight and height so as to minimize heifer raising cost and to maximize their milk production during the first lactation. Here are some achievable and desirable standards for Holstein heifers. Holstein heifers should grow at a rate of 0.77 to 0.86 kg per day before puberty. So this would result in a attainment of proper weight at the time of calving, and that will reduce the calving difficulties. So this weight is almost similar for breed having their body size similar to that of the Holstein cow. The second point is body weight at prepartum age. So generally it is recommended that the Holstein heifer, they should reach 85 to 90% of their mature body weight by calving. So it can be translated into around 613 kg body weight prepartum. Number third point is age at first calving. So they should be between 22 to 24 month of age. So if we have a heifer with their first calf at this age, we can get maximum profitability from such heifers. The next point is about height of the animal at wethers. So it should be 51 to 55 inches. So that is correlated with the body frame and can help in reducing the calving difficulties at the time of particularly parturition like dystocia. The last one is the body condition score. We will discuss its importance in some next slides. So it should be around 3.5 on a scale of 5. Factors responsible to meet goals. So there are a number of factors which are responsible to meet goals. Among them, the one is good start after weaning. It means the calf or heifer should be given a very good start after weaning, but it depends on colostrum and liquid feeding management during and after weaning. Proper feeding of calf starter according to the requirement of the animal. The third one is availability of fresh and clean water, and next one is the weaning of the calf at an appropriate time. Usually it is recommended when starter intake is about 1 kg per day for 3 consecutive days, then it is the best time to wean the calf. The second major factor is heifer feed and feeding. The heifer should be properly fed according to its age and weight, and that can also be fed in groups. The next one is heifer comfort. There should be a proper housing, or rather it is recommended that housing should be managed in groups so that heifer can be easily taken care of with respect to its feeding as well as its individual health and growth management. The way a heifer is fed is very important as it can greatly affect its age at first service, ability to conceive or to become pregnant, then age at first calving, and lifetime milk production, and the length of the productive time of the animal. So they are related to the nutrition. So nutrition is one of the most important in the attainment of all desirable traits. So the question is, okay, what should be the best way to feed heifers? So group feeding of heifers is the best way to feed heifers. So that would be helpful to get optimum growth and to reduce the cost of production. So grouping can be done on two bases, either on heifer weight or it can be done on heifer age. So after weaning, heifer should be grouped by weight, not by age. During this time, it is important to monitor their body weight, height, and body condition score. At this time, weight can be taken through measuring tape. A body condition score of 3 on a 5 scale is ideal one. So heifer at this age and size, they should not have a lot of extra flesh around the rump area. So they have a very good start at this time. As previously indicated, that a good rate of growth from weaning to breeding is about 0.91 kg per day for Holstein or the breeds having similar body size. The second one is grouping on the basis of heifer age. So that grouping is defined in some NRC, and also it is given suggested in feeding guide by Mike Harton's Horse Dairy third edition book. So in this case, there are three basically groups. The one is from 3 to 6 months of age. The second group is 7 to 12 months, and the third one is 13 to 24 months. So that feeding guide basically suggested 7 groups, and they have divided the 3 groups into two further groups. The first and second group is between 3 to 6 months of age. They make a first group from 3 to 4 months and the second group from 4 to 6 months, and they recommended the ration 1 for these two groups, and from 6 to 9 months they have the group number 3, and from 9 to 12 group number 4, and likewise they go for the third group into two subgroups of 5 and 6, and 7 group is greater than 21 month of age. So that is basically for dry cow, and they recommended dry cow ration during this period. So my suggestion is, okay, if we are going to follow this grouping, so better to make age group, and within each group there should be a weight group. So this would minimize the differences between heifers, and we can better feed them for attaining their maximum desirable characteristics. So this table shows the recommended nutrient contents of diet for dairy heifers on dry matter basis, and this is adopted from Feeding the Dairy Herd with NRC 2001 and NRC 1989 values. So here growing heifers are divided into 3 age groups. The first is from 3 to 6, then 6 to 12, and then 12 to 14, and they have their body weight and required amount of energy and protein. Here for body weight of 200 kg is a body weight between 3 to 6 months of age, then 300 at 6 to 12, and 450, that's the target weight at 24 months of age. So for that they have recommended the recommended nutrient contents of the diet have Me 2.05 megacalorie per kg of the ration, and for the next age group 2.27 and then 1.80. And TDN as a percent of dry matter, they are 67, 65 and 66. Similarly, protein values 16, 14 and 12. So these are the guidelines, and we can use for formulating rations for dairy heifers by using these values. So this is a table from Nutrient Requirement of Dairy Cattle NRC 2001. Here daily nutrient requirement on dry matter basis of small breed, where the mature weight or the target weight is 450 kg and the animal is non-bred heifer. So here you can see they have given dietary daily nutrient requirements for different body weight: 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, with average daily gain of 0.3 to 0.8 kg with dry matter intake, and then TDN. So these guidelines can be used for formulating the ration depending upon the body weight of the breed and their average daily gain. So these can be used even for our local cattle or buffalo, keeping in view their daily body weight gain. So keep in mind that environmental factors can increase energy requirements beyond normal need. For example, a 273 kg heifers require 4.1 kg of TDN per day under thermoneutral environment. But if the heifer is housed in an open house, particularly during the winter season, it would require 136 gram of more TDN to maintain its normal growth rate. So feeding management at the time of weaning or near to weaning, the calf should be provided free choice grain mixture or calf starter. At this time, it should be given a sufficient amount of high quality forage. And in order to maintain the calf health and to reduce the stress associated with weaning, the calf starter is generally fed for 2 to 3 weeks after weaning. So at weaning, the heifers should be given a good quality forage, and it should be started when calf starter intake is about 2.3 to 2.7 kg. At this age, a good quality hay should also be fed to the calf, and it should be given free choice. At this age, a precaution is to avoid feeding silage till the body weight of the heifer is 182 kg. The reason is silage contains usually high amount of moisture, and due to limited rumen capacity of the heifer, they could not be able to consume uh, dry matter as per their own requirement. So what should be the best feed stuff to be offered in the diet of heifer after weaning? So generally high quality forages can provide a good amount of energy required by the young heifers. Further, grasses with 14 to 16% crude protein can be a good part of the ration, but keep in mind the NDF contents, which are fairly digestible in heifer at this age, they should not be more than 60%. Corn silage can be added in pre-bred heifer diet. Grain can also be the source. However, the quantity of grain depend upon the age and forage quality. So after 2 months of age, heifers can be offered total mixed ration. So total mixed ration consists of different feedstuff in a single meal type, and it have all the desired nutrients. So feeding complete ration or total mixed ration encourages heifers to consume several small meals during the day and leads to better feed digestion and utilization. Uh, Feeding TMR also minimize the labor cost and also reduces the time of feeding. The more important is it also result in little competition among the animals. So from weaning to 6 months of age, protein might be the limiting factor for growth. The reason is young heifers at this age are not capable of consuming and fermenting large quantities of feed and forages, and therefore does not produce large amount of rumen microbial protein. Therefore, at this age, the care must be taken while balancing the protein, and it should be balanced both for crude and soluble protein contents. It is recommended to maintain at least 30 to 35% soluble crude protein in the diet, and rumen degradable protein should not be more than 20 to 25% of the total protein. So it has also been recommended that a blend of protein sources should be added in the young heifers ration. Young heifers, they are with a small rumen, and they will respond with lean tissue growth when they are fed a blend of high quality protein sources. Feeding of grasses and legumes that are high in protein, but at the same time they contain a lot of soluble proteins and rumen degradable proteins. They are not recommended in the diet. The reason being, when the forages or grasses with a high amount of soluble proteins they are offered to the heifer will not utilize all of the protein, and that will be wasted, and ultimately reduction in growth rate might occur, and we will not be able to attain the optimal weight in the heifers. So here are some of the recommendation for protein content of the diet. First one is 14 to 15% crude protein for pre-pubertal heifers based on 2.15% body weight dry matter intake per day, and the other one is 13 to 14% crude protein for post pubertal heifers based on 1.65% body weight dry matter intake on daily basis. Now a little bit about energy requirements from weaning to 6 months of age. The energy requirement during this period, they depend upon the size, growth rate, and the environment where the heifers they are kept. So there are two feeding strategies to meet the energy requirement of growing heifers. The first diet can be formulated at different energy densities and fed ad libitum to allow the heifer to select her energy consumption. Whereas the second category heifer diets can be formulated at a fixed, generally higher energy content and precision fed to specifically meet the heifer's energy requirement. Regardless of feeding strategy, heifer should be fed energy to allow between 0.8 to 0.9 kg of average daily gain, or it can be approximately 130 kilocalories of metabolizable energy per pound of metabolic body weight. So dairy heifers, they should be supplemented with vitamins and minerals according to the recommendations given by the NRC, and during this age the body condition score should remain under 3 until heifers are bred to avoid fattening. So this is an example diet from Penn State University, a website. Precision Feeding Dairy Heifer Strategies and Recommendation is an article. Here you see the ingredient list that contain gross haylage, corn silage, cracked corn, soybean meal, cottonseed hull, urea, bicarbonate, mineral mixture, and then the dietary nutrient composition, metabolizable energy, crude protein, and NDF. So here the heifers are between 300 and 800 pound, and they are growing at a rate of 1.82 pound per day. So they have been given two different type of diet, one with high concentrate and the other is high forage, but they almost attain the same gain of when that diet was fed to the animal. And this is another type of example where they have prepared two different ration, one concentrate at 3 months, the second concentrate is 22 months, and against that they have the forage ration at 10 months and forage at 22 months, and again they are having the same growth rate in the calf while precision feeding. So keeping in view the example ration, the next is we can design our own ration according to the target live weights. So feeding heifers to achieve target live weight, first of all we have to go for setting up a realistic target live weight. Here is the example where heifer body weight is 90 kg and 90 kg at 3 months of age, and the target is 550 kg at calving at 2 years of age. So to achieve this target, a growth rate of 0.72 kg is desired on daily basis. But if target body weight is 450 kg, then 0.57 kg is required, or if target body weight is 350 kg, then 0.41 kg is daily required. Then how much ME is required to attain this weight? Now look at the table. Feeding heifers to achieve target live weight, average weight for age and requirement for metabolizable energy in heifers grown out to 350, 450 or 550 kg at 24 month of age. So here you look at the age 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12. So if the target is 350 kg body weight at 24 month of age with 0.41 kg body weight gain on daily basis, then ME intake on daily basis should be 29 megajoule per day. But if the attainment is 450 kg, then daily ME intake should be 34. And for 550 kg with 0.72 daily weight gain, 39 megajoule per day is required from 3 to 6 months of age. So this table provides us a guideline for formulating diet for the animal. Here are the dietary quality for heifers of different ages to grow at 0.7 kg per day. From 3 to 6 months, 10.9 megajoule, or it is equal to 2.605 megacalorie per kg dry matter. So again, that can be helpful for formulating diet for the dairy heifers if we want to have a growth rate of 0.7 kg per day. So now about the next stage, from 6 months to breeding. So during this period, forages usually make up the majority of the ration. Grains are also supplemented to balance the ration for the desired amount of daily gain. Corn silage can also be used, but it should be limited to not more than 50% of the forage intake. So at this time, excess energy intake should be avoided because excess energy intake during this period can hinder memory development and ultimately the potential for decreased milk production. So why to avoid excess energy during this period? As I have already mentioned, that have a negative effect on the memory system. The reason is the growth rate of memory system before puberty is much faster than the growth rate of the body, and the size of the memory gland and the duct in the gland increases in size at this time. Therefore, excess energy intake during pre-pubertal period can have a negative effect on the memory system and decrease subsequent milk production. And the critical time of this negative impact is during the pre-pubertal development phase from 4 to 10 months of age. The body condition score should remain under 3 until heifers are bred to avoid the fattening. So here is a table showing suggested body condition scores for growing heifers by age in month. So from pre-breeding up to calving, the body condition scores they have been given in 3 different forms. First one is the goal, second column indicate the minimum, and the last column indicate the maximum. So from pre-breeding until the animal has been bred up to 15 months of age, it should be goal is to have a 3. But when the animal is bred and its age is between 15 to 20 months, it can be go up to 3.25, and calving more than 20 months of age, it can be 3.5 on a scale of 5. From breeding to calving, the major portion of heifer diet consists of forages. However, grain or concentrate mixture can be added to balance the nutrient requirement of the animal. Dry cow diet should be started 60 days before the expected date of calving. Excess energy intake should be avoided at this stage. So attaining target body weight at calving is most important, as it helps reduce calving difficulties and support high level of feed intake and milk production after calving. For Holstein, a post-calving weight of 570 kg is considered as ideal. The available data also suggests that calving heifers at 23 to 24 months of age is optimal for first lactation milk yield. However, this age depends upon breed, and it should be between 24 to 30 months for different breeds. Dairy heifers do have the potential to calve at 19 to 21 months of age, which can be lower rearing cost. However, heifers calving at young age may experience calving difficulties, metabolic disorders, and inconsistent lactation performance, which can limit lifetime profit. However, if we want to have calving at a younger age than 22 or 24 months, though it is possible, but it requires intensive management program. So, in conclusion, to have a good calf and productive heifers, the age should be between 24 to 30 months. Thank you.